What up? How's it going? As we are back with another moving day kind of situation. It's one of those days where we make roster moves, or we look at we need to make roster moves. So some teams don't need it. Some teams are just to look at the stats, and maybe even this week we might not make that many moves. I have made a couple trades offline, off of the video, but I'll show you the trades that we've made. Not many much. Let's see. View. No, can we view? Let's see. But yeah, we'll go through the transactions right now so you can see this. Completed transactions. We did the Diamondbacks. Sent Justin Martinez from AAA down to AA. We promoted Daniel Espino from AA to AAA. That's because we acquired Jackson Goddard from the Diamondbacks for Connor Pinkerton, who wasn't doing so well for the Guardians. So they were like, you know what, let's trade. Let's see what we could get. And then the Diamondbacks bit with they bit with Jackson Goddard. They wanted him to go away, and we're like, yeah, we'll take him. The Cubs making the trade like they did in real life. But this one for a right relief pitcher, and Yennier Cano for Luis Torrens. Torrens has been struggling in this series, and I guess the Cardinals want a backup catcher. They got James McCann, but McCann's a little bit older, and so it's Torrens. But why not have a veteran catcher behind your star catcher for that? And that was pretty much the main moves. We did make a move, a couple here in the Brewers. We did option Jason Jung to AAA Nashville. We did promote a couple players in the system down there, but we had to make a couple moves with that team because Jason Junk wasn't making the fit. And we got Jose Iglesias from the Padres to the Marlins. So that's also more depth in the shortstop spot for them. I think we went through that in the last video. But here we are with the start of this Sunday, because technically we still have a game with the Red Sox and the Angels. Still have to go through it. So right now it's the Angels, Astros, Rangers, Mariners, Athletics. The Rangers are in the middle of it all right now with an 8-7 record. The Angels have lost 5 of the last 10. So they're kind of not in the good spot where they wanted to be. They started off the season really good, really hot, and now they've come back down to earth, and now they are definitely seeing the Astros right behind them. The Rangers, who just finished a series with Houston, didn't win the series, but they're about to play Kansas City. So Kansas City is not one of the better teams. You can see at 4-12. But let's take a look at the numbers. And these are going to be long videos because we're going to go into it with each team. As there you can see here, let's see. Let's take a look at our pitchers here. It's only been 2 wins right here for Evaldi. He's been 2 wins. Martin Perez. The ERAs are there for these guys, and the pitching isn't the problem, as you can see. The starters are pulling their weight in the ERAs. Game started 3. Quality starts mainly. This is a good squad. Jacob deGrom right there, Andrew Haney. And we're looking at it right here. And right there, he's only pitched 0.2 of an inning, so it's not really fair to him. And majority of the innings in the relief pitcher come to Dane Dunning, who's done really well so far in 11 innings. He's got a save under his belt, but there's 5 saves for Brock Burke right there, who is, I guess, quote-unquote, their actual closer for this team, when it should be Leclerc, but it's what it is. Jonathan Hernandez, young kid right here at 26, a B potential. So definitely want to see more out of him, but he's got 5 in 2 innings, 6 strikeouts. We're going here now, catcher-wise. Mitch Garver's fine where he's at. He's played 11 games, 40 at-bats, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs, leading the squad. Jonah Hayne is right behind him, and Sam Huff is also there. They got 3 catchers in the majors? That's crazy. I don't know why, but I guess they need 3 catchers. Maybe somebody can play a different position. But they got 3 catchers. Nathan Lowe also having a good start as well. The average isn't where you want it to be, but it's okay. His 2 home runs, 5 RBIs at 41 at-bats in 11 games. Marcus Semien is having himself a hell of a year here in this game. He always does in these games. 13 hits, 5 home runs, 8 RBIs, stolen base. His backup right here, Duran. It's a 23-year-old with a B potential. Again, playing that backup role. He could eventually take over in time, or maybe trade bet. Brad Miller, a veteran at this, but you have the young man right there in Josh Young, and Brad Miller can play multiple positions, but that his average is not helping the team, and he needs to get better at it. He's done 32 at bats and 5 hits. Not looking great. Meanwhile, on the other side, Josh Young, 36, 10 hits, a home run, and 7 RBIs. he's doing whatever he can. But as you can see, Brad could get the walks. Brad could finds to get walks and double, and he finds ways to get there. But he needs to get a little bit that average a little bit up. So we'll see if maybe he gets a release option, or we'll see if he becomes trade bait for minors prospects. Who knows? Corey Seager, that average is 351. Not much to say there. This man's fine. Bubba Thompson also on to a hard start as well. 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, a 389 average. And the Rangers look like they're good. It's just we'll see against the Royals how good they truly are, how good they are released against them, if they're able to beat the team that they're supposed to beat. Tavares averages just at 200, but 3 RBIs, 4 stolen bases, walks 1, 16 strikeouts. He needs to stop striking out so much. That's a lot of strikeouts. Adolis Garcia, also these guys are not doing the best, but he's hitting for power, so we know what Garcia brings. Strikeout wise 9, so he's not striking out a lot. But honestly, I think the Rangers are going to be fine right now. Don't need to make any big moves. They have 2 easy series, but again, the game's not played on paper, but it's 2 easy series against a team that's 4-12, and who knows where Oakland will be because they're 2-14 right now. So this is a good chance for Texas to really emerge out of this 8-7 start and get a better record out of it. And when we look at the roster, I want to take a look at what we're doing with our other guys. We got our prospects. I want to take a look at our highest potential ones. So let's take the highest potential prospect, Evan Carter, our center fielder right now. He's had 5 at-bats. I think it's because we called him up from single A. And now he's had 5 at-bats. So it's not really that big of a sample size. But he is up there. He's a 63 right now at 20 years old. So Evan Carter definitely could one day take over the center fielding spot. Don't know if it'll be this year, maybe next season. But Tavares is not having a great time. But again, we'll see. Looking at more of the prospects of this squad. From the A's, the B's. Here we go. Cole Winn. Also, really good. Look at this. .83 ERA with 17 strikeouts in 21 innings, 2 wins. So he could see a chance in the bullpen, or maybe if a starter gets hurt, he can come up. Another guy right here, and Jack Leiter. Okay, he's working himself into it. I think we just put Brock Porter up as well. We just moved him up. But they have potential. They have players who do have a lot of stuff. Dan Duffy. Again, another guy who could be trade bait for some other team. Maybe trade him away to get somebody else or bring him up. Again, the depth is there at the pitching. And then you have a Luis Sanchez Acuna, who's also got a B potential rating, but he's still 21, so he's still got time. Robert Duggar, again, the potentials are there for these guys here. Kumar Rocker. I'm looking at it, and yeah, this is a squad that has a good future in it, and they have the money now to back them up. So we'll see what if the Rangers can get out of this 8-7 starting, really expanding. They have a chance if they can win 6 games, 3 against the Royals, 3 against the A's, to move up to a 14-7 record, and it's possible this week. Playing 2 teams that are playing subpar. Let's see where they're at, and so that's the Rangers here. I could take a look at the statistics by team and see where they're at, where they rank in batting average. The Rangers in batting average are 14th in batting average, middle of the pack. Bats, I don't think that really. Runs, let's take a look at runs. Where are they at? Runs. They are at 20th, so they need to step up on that, I believe. Hits wise, they are way below that, aren't they? They're 24th. Oh, home runs. They're 8th in home runs, but most look at runs batted in. Yeah, they got home runs, but they're tied for 20th. And they have the most stolen bases in the league as well. So, this looks like a good squad for that. But, again, you got to win the games. You got to win them all. Looking at their squad, they had a little streak there at Kansas City. They've played Kansas City and swept the Kansas City Royals, so they could continue that. But they have played the Cubs, who are also struggling, and they won the series, though. They played Philly. They lost to Baltimore, who's having a good season so far, 9-7. Houston at 10-6. So it's going to be fun for them. All right, let's move over to Seattle now. Seattle, 8-8, 500 start. Not where they want to be, but let's take a look at what we could do with this squad, or if there's anything that we should do yet. I'm going to go to pitching-wise. They've had starting pitchers. Here we go. Luis Castillo. Okay, 3 wins. He's having a good year so far. 27 strikeouts on those 29 innings. So He's leading his squad as he should in 4 games started. Okay, Logan and Gilbert also good. 2 for 113 strikeouts. ERA is there as well. He's doing well. He's not walking much. Chris Flexen starts to get 2-0 as well. He's finding ways to win his games, and he's had 5 walks, 3 games. So, that 1 quality start out of him. Marco Gonzalez, the pitching seems okay. Robbie Ray might have to find something else. It doesn't look good for him so far, but 9-1 innings. And how many games has he played? 3. So he's doing about 3 innings per game. So we'll see how his next start treats him, and then we'll go from there. George Kirby also has had how many starts? 3. Okay, so at least he's getting more innings then. He's doing well. It's 2 losses. That's it for him. Okay, Puff Free here. Puff Free, 9 innings pitched. Everybody here has had innings pitched, but it's not terrible numbers. Robbie Ray, we'll see how his performance is, but nothing yet to close out here. Here's a closer. I believe he got removed from the closer role, and it was given to Andres Munoz, because Munoz has 3 saves here. And good for the kid here. 3 saves for Munoz. Last year he had 4. We had 4 blown saves too. And T-Wald right now, he only had that one. He only has 1 save and 3 holds. I guess they're using Seawald as a setup guy now. Cal Raleigh is having a good start. He's had a good start. 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. That average is nice at 316. So they're having good. And Tom Murphy, the backup, doing backup numbers. So good for him. Ty France also doing well. I'm trying to see where the problem is for the squad, because I mean it doesn't jump out on me, but they're not terrible yet. Colton Wong and Estella. Estella no longer with the Mariners. I think he got optioned, but he'll still be here. We'll still keep him here on the squad until we'll see. Maybe he needs to be moved. But Colton Wong, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs. Like, he's doing okay, in my opinion. The average not great. How many strikeouts is he getting? 13 strikeouts. Okay. Suarez needs to probably step up a little bit more. You're going to be the third baseman for the squad with that 200 average. And Dylan Moore, same thing. J.P. Crawford, 28-year-old. 15 games, 20 hits on 59 at bats. So he's getting hits. He's getting the hits. He's finding ways to get on, and he hasn't struck out too much. So J.P. Crawford is doing well for his squad. A.J. Pollock, on the other hand, here also doing good numbers for a 35-year-old right here with the squad. And Jared Clinic, who we did have call up, he's only played 1 game, 3 at bats with 1 hit. Okay, we'll see if this young kid can take over. Julio Rodriguez, J-Rod. 57 at bats, 12 hits, 1 home run, 8 RBIs. How many strikeouts has he gotten? 18 strikeouts. 18 strikeouts. Like, he's not having a. I think he could be better. That's just my thing. And Taylor Trammell, 2 games. He's the backup center fielder to the squad, but maybe he could get some spots. Tresker Hernandez, the former Blue Jay, their pickup right here. 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. He's doing well. The average is not great, but the averages are not great, and there's some things that they need to fix. But for now, 8-8 to where they're at, Seattle. And they're playing a series against Milwaukee, who's 7-9, and then a series against St. Louis, who is 9-7. So it's not going to be an easy series. They've had series against the Angels, the Guardians, the Rockies, and the Cubs. So it's again, middle of the pack behavior right now. But again, we'll see if they could step out of it. As we look at their their batting average, I guess I'm talking out of my ass because the batting average is 9th. But I don't think it looks that good. Runs, though. Are they scoring runs? Let's see where they're coming up. Mariners at 18, so they're finding ways. What about home runs? Mariners at 21st. What about runs batted in? Where are they at now? Shit. The Mariners are at 16, so they're again middle of the pack, and it's okay if that's where they're at. They're only 8-8, and the season's still started, so they at least been consistent at 500. So we'll see where they go against Milwaukee and St. Louis, and we'll revisit them next week when it's time for that. And I just want to take a look at their potentials, their highest potentials. Harry Ford, 2 home runs, 375 average, 16 at bats. And then Hancock, 11 strikeout, 13 RBIs, but he's lost 2 games, but he's 11 strikeouts. But his stats are still not where I want him to be. Bryce Miller, 18 strikeouts, and he's got a 2.6 ERA. So who knows, maybe he comes up, but the overall still not there, and the numbers are still not, so I don't want him to get rocked yet. He is only 24 years old. Cole Young, haven't moved on up yet, beat the shortstop, so who knows. Maybe it'll be time to eventually get him to Double-A. Justice Sheffield, Okay, the pitchers are there. They got pitching. But we'll go there. And I think that's the Mariners. That's what we'll do with the Mariners here. Now the A's. Oh, the A's. I don't know if there's anything to fix it. I think I'm going to wait till May before I really make lots of moves. So we'll just play this week and the next week, and then we'll start making moves. One move I do want to bring up soon will probably be the left fielder, J.J. Bleday, to bring him up. And if Reese or Roker can't change their game in these 2 weeks, then we will definitely see Bleday come up and take over that left field spot. He's having 263, 1 home run, 8 RBIs. He's doing well in the minors, so maybe it's time to come up. So that's one thing I do want to do about them. And let's take a look at their stats. Let's take a look at what this team is up to. Starting pitchers. I mean, it's okay, but it's not okay to be the number one guy with that. It's okay. It's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. It's okay. 15 strikeouts, 8 walks, 3 games started, 1 quality start, and hits and runs, earned runs a lot. Like it's okay. Like I'm not. This is a good player. He's 1 and 2. They have no pitchers that are with the winning record except for Jeffries because he's only 7 games, but he's just coming out from the bullpen. That's why. But his ERA is at 5.9. Ken Waldenchuk, 0-3, 10.38 ERA. Yeah, younger kid from the squad. Thought he would be better than this. Thought he would. But right now he's struggling. Same with Kyle Mueller. Also a young kid, 0-3. But he's got a good ERA. Just his team can't win games. And Shintaro Fujinami. He only has 13 innings in 3 games. He's about to get his 4th game. We'll see how he goes in that series. And Paul Blackburn, who I think is supposed to be the ace of the squad. Also high ERAs. The pitching is not really helping out. Look at those ERAs. And they don't really have much pitching in the minors, but we'll have to make moves here and there. Shea Langelier, who's doing okay. 1 home run, 8 RBIs, 2.3 on average. Manny Pena in the back. Jesus Aguilar, 1 home run, 8 RBIs. Better average than I thought he would have. Seth Brown as well, 1 home run. Obviously, it's the A's. Nothing too crazy about them. Tony Kemp struggling. He's got that cold streak on him right now. Chase Peterson also got that cold streak. They got the cold streak because they're losing games, but Ademis Diaz he's 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. We got Tyler Wade up. He's only played 1 game with 4 at bats. He's got a 250. So a veteran like Wade. Yeah, Wade's a veteran, 28-year-old. He's been in the MLB for years with the Yankees and then the Angels last year. Now Oakland. Reese and Rooker. These are the 2 that are their job is potentially on the line. Right now they can't turn it around. No center fielders in the squad. Ramon Laureano, I saw another guy that needs to step it up. Connor Kaplan, who I know got designated to assignment in real life, but he's here in this game. He's doing well, so we're not going to do any of that. Right now he's 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, and a 306 average, so he's doing well. And if you look at the ranking for this squad, let's look at the statistics for this team. Batting average, they're 28th. At-bats, they're not on it. Just kidding. At-bats, they've had 14 at-bats, but we don't look at that. We look at now runs. 55 runs, they're 23rd. Hits, how many times they're hitting? 124, one of the worst teams in the league at hits. Let's look at home runs. 12 home runs this whole year so far. Not great, because the Rays are down there, but the Rays are having a good start as well. And the Diamondbacks are also kind of runs batted in. The A's are actually runs batted in 23rd with 53 runs batted in. So it's not terrible numbers, but if you look at they're 30th in strikeouts. Oh, they've struck out 139 times. So they're the worst team. They strike out a lot. So it's not great, but no one expected them to be that good this year. And you look at their potential. Tyler Soderstrom is their best player. We moved him up from AA to AAA. See how he starts to do and develop down over there. He won't be the catcher. He'll probably be first base or one of those third. Like he'll be a position player because that's the other part. He could play left, right. So maybe we'll put him in left or right as well too. Who knows? He's got speed of 60. Ken Waldenchuk. I hope he starts to turn it around. I really do. He's one of the higher potential players. And like I said, J.J. Bleday might be coming up soon. If guys like Ruiz can step up. I mean, he's young. That's the thing. He's only 24, so maybe a call down will make him better. Zach Giloff, a third baseman as well, starting doing well too. Not to sneeze. Also doing well, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm liking that. Sorry, I went to the freaking. That sneeze sent me all the way to the Mariners to Seattle. Luis Medina, another pitcher as well, who doesn't have a good average ERA, but he's got 9 ERA, 9 strikeouts in 15 innings. So we'll see. Logan Davison, another good pitch, another good shortstop of theirs. Could also get the start too as well up top. Again, a lot of things can change by the end of May. Again, I'm giving it, I think, till May, to the first month, to really see where we're at with this team before I start making a lot of moves. But they need to make something happen, or just start showing better. Like Fujinami is, I mean, what can we get for him if we pretended to trade him? I know it's only been 1 month, but let's say we pretend to trade Fujinami. What can we get? He's got 32 mil. What can we get for? We can get George Mateo. We can get Tristan Casas, who's an A. We can get Siri from the Rays, Adam Simber, Gavin Sheets, George Valera, Alex Lang. You can get good potential players for this guy, and it's a possibility that we might pull the trigger on that. And what about Blackburn? What can we get for Blackburn? Because Blackburn's not really, he's got numbers, but he's not really helping the squad out. So just trade all the prospects that we have here. Let's see. The Orioles got 3 trades for us. It's a C. This is okay. There's trades out there for him. We traded more to the NL. They got nothing for. Oh, they got a C and a B potential player for him. I mean, that's a possibility that they could do. It's a 27-year-old. Okay, I mean, there's players that you can go out there and get. Not big players, but you could make moves. And then Diaz is another guy. I think that it's a possibility they trade. I just want to see what we could get for Diaz. Diaz is $7 million, so let's see. We'll probably trade him over here. The Padres would give us an A prospect for him, who was 59. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad move. I'm just saying these are moves. Two C prospects, 118, 131, and an A prospect that's 28 years old at 62. And I mean, see, there's moves here for Diaz. What about Seth Brown, a 30-year-old? The old Brown can get us a B potential 23-year-old. See, there is moves that can be done. So I'm just saying there are moves that can be done for this team that are trade deals for players that do struggle, or even players that are doing really well like Diaz. We can trade them away, get some stuff out of them. Who knows? And again, it's an 8-2-14 season right now, and they're about to go up against the Cubs and the Rangers. The Cubs also struggling as well, 4-11. So the best that they can come out of this, let's say they sweep every single game, they get their whole sweeps in both series, 6 wins, 8-14, which starts to put them back into at least into something. Because then they play the Angels at 4 games, and they play the Reds. So anything's still possible, is what I'm trying to say. Now let's take a look at the next squad here. The Angels, one of my favorite squads. But they're not that's good in real life, are they? Okay, now let's take a look at their stuff. 10-5 right now. So a good start. They are on the verge of losing the series. They did lose the series to the Red Sox, but they're on the verge of getting swept by the Red Sox. But they'll put Ohtani on the mound. And let's look at their starting. Look at these pitchers. They have a lot of. Let's got pictures here. Okay, Tyler Anderson right now with that 4.5 ERA, 2 wins, like in real life. Ohtani with 2 wins as well, 3.2 ERA, 17 strikeouts, 3 games started. Jose Suarez as well as getting strikeouts. Him and Griffin Canyon are both getting strikeouts, but Suarez's ERA is at 6.28, which is a little alarming, but strikeouts, baby. And they're not really walking teams. That's the thing. If you look at the walks that they've had, not too much from the starting pitchers. Right there, Sandoval only pitched 4 innings and he got injured. Reed Detmers has come in, and also not a great ERA, but he's not walking pitchers. Back here in the bullpen, not too bad by the bullpen. Jose Quiaga, who's doing well with 7 innings. Jaime Barria's taking 15 innings already. He's got a 1.2 ERA, so he's really helping out the bullpen. Jaime Barria. He's helping him out. Matt Moore, the vet. It's only 3 innings pitched so far, but Ryan Tepera is also another guy out there. And Aaron Loop. There too. And then our saves leader. Well, there's a mixture. Herget has 2 saves. Tepera has 1. Loop has 1. So it's like a communal closer role because Carlos Estevez is not really getting much of those. He's played 7 innings. He's gotten 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, and a 0 ERA. So good for him so far. Max Dasty, not the main future catcher, but he's fighting away for power. But if you look at that average, it's a 1.25 average, and that boy's been striking out 9 times. Not much compared to others. But this is who Logan Happy. He is the future catcher of the squad, and he is doing well at 261 with 6 RBIs and 1 steal. So they've kind of traded off games between Brandon Drury. There he is. One home run, 3 RBIs, and Jared Walsh 2 for 8. So they're also spots being changed here between these two. But Drury gets the average, but Walsh gets the runs batted in. So it's not bad. Rengifo right there. He's got himself 5 games so far, 12 at bats. He's a guy that the Angels have there. It's young, so he'll be there on the squad no matter what. Gio Ursula, all is well. 20 hits on his 63 at bats with 3 home runs, 6 RBIs. He's helping the squad. He's making his case. Rendon, as much as you like to pull this guy out of the team, you can't trade him because look at his contract. It's such an ugly contract. You got to wait till 2026. So it's not. I don't think anyone will take him. We could try to see what will happen. But look, let's just say we try to make a trade. Maybe somebody will take him. Maybe someone will take that contract. The Orioles might take it. The Giants, the Dodgers might take it. They might, but they're not going to offer you much. They're not going to offer you much because that contract is a lot to take. See, none of these teams really are willing to offer you anything. Just a prospect, and that's it. So that's where they're at. So he's stuck with this team. Would like to get rid of him, or we could just release him, but that's still a lot of money. A lot of money that's going to be owed. So let's go back to the third baseman here of the squad, Anthony Rendon, who's played, at least he's played 13 games this year. David Fletcher, 4 RBIs, 2 steals. Velasquez, I know he could be the one taking out 8 at bats, but I still think he has good potential. But Zach Neto, our shortstop of the future, is down there, and he's done 4 games, 12 at bats, and he's not bad. He's not bad at all. He's done 3 RBIs in it, so he probably should get more playing time over these 2 guys. But again, we're gonna bring his Neto up slowly and let him learn. Let him learn behind the squad. Left fielders, you got Taylor Ward, who right now is doing well with that 3 home run, 11 RBIs, and a 417 average. Fuck, that's a good reason why you're winning when you're getting backup help from Mike Trout. Mike Trout, 333 average, at 57 at bats, 3 home runs, 13 RBIs. Jeez. Hunter Renfroe, his twin, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. So they're finding ways to get the runs unscored. And they're going to finish the series against the Red Sox and hopefully avoid losing 4 games in a row. But then they have to play the Yankees at Yankee Stadium, and then they get the Royals, and then they get the A's. So you got to get through this little part of the schedule where the Red Sox weren't that good when they came into the series. They were 2-11. Now they're 5-11. They could go to 6-11 at least. So see, anything can change real quick in baseball, especially early on in the season. But I want to take a look at their prospects. Tani Reed Detmer still has a potential, but we'll see how he does. Who's in them? Everybody's mainly Ben Joyce, a closer, is a big potential for them. 7 strikeouts, 5 innings. 22-year-old, not bad. Going down the list here, Kai Bush. 6. Okay, look at this. See, he's got a 2.13 average, and he plays for the Trash Panda, so maybe he'll get the call up soon. You got Bryce Tedesco, who's also one of their center fielders, but the Angels have a lot of center fielders. Trade baits, trade moves. Cesar Valdez, pitcher as well, but his ERA is pretty bad. Joe Adell's still out there, baby. 1 home run, 5 RBIs. His averaging is a little bit better, but we'll see what they do with Joe Adell. Edgar Quiero, a catcher as well. They got all happy, so they'll be fine. Bachman, again. There's another guy out here that I want to take a look at because he's actually been raking in an extra minor league, but he doesn't really have room in this team to come up. Mickey Moniak. He's had some experience in the major leagues. 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, but that average is really bad. But definitely someone that could become trade bait for the squad. Brett Phillips is I don't know how he's you never know. Maybe he gets traded as well, too. He's been all over the world. But yeah, that's the Angels there, and they're gonna have they lead the AL West right now on our version of the show. Houston, we don't have a problem here. We do not have a problem. Take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. This is a squad. Houston, who is so far. Let's look at what they are at. 10-6. Their games that they're gonna have are Atlanta, Toronto. That's gonna be a tough week for them, and we'll see where they come out of this side because it's not an easy challenge with Toronto at 10-6, who's just like you, and so is Atlanta. And then you get Tampa Bay, and then Philly. Who knows where Philly will be at that point? So this is not going to be easy for them. So Houston definitely has a tough schedule right now. But let's take a look at their statistics. I don't think they really need much movements as well. Ukudi, who's 3-0. McCullers, Garcia again. Their ERAs are not great, but they're not. My God, they're not terrible. Again, we're looking at it again. This is the AL West right now that we're looking at. Rafael Montero. 10.13 ERA is not great, but you only done 2 innings pitching so far. And again, anything's possible. Closing pitchers. Presley, who has 6 saves. Yeah, you keep it there. And we got here Corey Lee. Who is 13 home runs, 5 RBIs, 302 average. Yeah, he definitely is taking that spot away from Martin Maldonado. You keep Maldonado there because he's definitely a veteran and knows how to deal with situations. Jose Abreu in this game, he's okay. He's having an okay start. 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, better than in real life. Altuve is having a terrible start so far. 193 average. He has a home run, 6 RBIs, but that 193 average makes me happy. And 12 strikeouts. So Altuve needs to step it up. Bregman having a hot start so far, as you can see by the little indicator next to him. Joe Perez, the backup, he's gotten 7 at-bats in 3 games, so he's at least getting some play time. Not that much, but still something. Jeremy Pena, 5 home runs, 14 RBIs. This is the reason why they're winning games. So he's doing everything he can. Same with Jordan Alvarez and Michael Brantley, 2 guys who are getting a lot of bats, and they're making it count for their squad. Chas McCormick, doing well. And Dalbone, who's had a backup role, but he's got not 3 RBIs. So this kid right here, at 28's found a way. And Jake Myers, not really getting much of the playing time, but he is a C potential. But you have him there. He's getting some at-bats. Kyle Tucker, the star of the squad, 6 home runs, 14 RBIs, a 355 average. He's started the season hot with 6 freaking steals. 6 freaking steals. Come on. That's a reason why this team is so good. There you got players everywhere that are just good. And right now, I don't think we have to really make any moves, anything like that right now. They're 10-6. They're not falling from grace. They got Hunter Brown, who might soon be seeing his chance to come back up to the major leagues. He might be seeing that chance again if certain pitchers can't get their acts together. Or he might get in the bullpen. Who knows? But I'm happy with that for the Astros. Now we're going to go to the Central. And let's see what we have here. The Twins. Where are the Twins at right now? They're 7-9. 7-9 isn't primarily bad. It's not bad, especially with such a young season so far. But this is their starting pitchers. Let's see what they have in their potential. I'm going to switch this up. Go to potential. Their biggest potential, Brooks Lee, right now, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. 22-year-old right now at 67 rating. He's getting there. The vision's getting better, and we're going to keep letting him just rake down there and get his stats better before we call him up. We got Alex Kraloff right here. That's Wealth. He's in AAA right now. 1 home run, 6 RBIs. His vision's getting better. I like that. And so we're going to keep letting him keep doing him. He's doing well. Again, I think that's what the Twins are going to let them just keep getting better and keep doing them. This guy, Jordan Balzovic, who hasn't played in the majors yet. Stamina 76, but his K per 9. Get a little bit better still, kid. We're still going to not fully pull the trigger yet. Like I said, not pulling the trigger on all of these guys yet because I don't think we need to with the Twins yet. Yes, a 6.59 ERA, but we're going to take as management. Just let Tyler Mal learn, and we'll see where he ends up in the month. 3 games started and 13 innings and that, so that means he's not really getting much. He's not getting past the 4th or the 5th. Hits, runs, earned runs, 3 home runs, 10 walks, 10 strikeouts. He's not great, trust me. It's the walkers plus hit sparing. It's not great, but we're not gonna pull the triggers yet on that. Sonny Gray so far though he is making it known that he is good in his contract year. A 33-year-old right now, 80 overall, 22 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts, 4 walks, and a .82 ERA. So he's having a good start so far this year. Kenta Maeda, who, 2 games played, 4 and 2 innings. We have him coming out the bullpen. Okay, not bad. Just keep doing what you're doing. I think, did we switch him over to... No, we didn't. We didn't make him move anything with the pitching rotation here, no. No, we didn't. But that's the one I want to make. I think the only one I want to make the move from is for Tyler Mahal. But I'm going to give him another chance. Give him chances to make out for it. All right, now let's go to our closer. There's Jorge Lopez. George Lopez. Sorry, not Jorge. George. Hey, it's Jorge. That's Jorge. The other one's Jorge, too. They're both Jorges. Christian Velasquez, the catcher right here. 250 average. You got Ryan Jeffers. Not great numbers by them, but, you know, what do you in the back? What do you have here in the back of our head? I mean, Tony Walters has 74 vision, but no power, not like those guys. So we're good there. Here we go. Alex Krylov is the best potential overall for this squad. We're going to go back to overalls. Ooh, best. I mean, yeah, Krylov has the best overall, too, for them, and he's in the minors right now. But Donovan Solano is doing 318. He's getting on base, and he's finding ways to produce for this team. 4 RBI so far. On base is 357. Total base is that. So, you know, he's not putting him out. He's got caught stealing twice, but he's at least trying that. So we won't put him out. He's 35 years old. He's still a veteran that's finding ways to get on base. Once he doesn't find a way to get on base, maybe Krylov will be ready to come back up. Jorge Polanco is just 3 home runs, 6 RBIs. He's doing well. No need to talk about this. Nick Gordon right behind him. 2 home runs, 6 RBIs too. Shit, yeah, this squad's that's good. No need to make moves there. Kyle Farmer and Jose Miranda. Okay, Farmer's overall rated better, but he's not really getting much of it because he's 1 for 50. And he got a home run and 4 RBIs. But then you have Miranda, who's also got 2 home runs and 8 RBIs. Spots that eventually could be taken by Brooks Lee, but Miranda could be the guy who we have there. Carlos Correa, he's already, 213 average. Royce Lewis is right behind him. Both of them not having a good average, but it's early in the year. Joey Gallo, 4 fucking home runs, 6 RBIs. Jeez. Man, it's 35 at-bats. Trevor Larnach, 5 RBIs. They're getting something. Byron Buxton's got 4 home runs, 11 RBIs. Michael A. Taylor, who's hurt right now, broken leg 1 or 2. He's out right now for about 1 or 2 months. So we gave Gilberto Celestiano a chance to just be learning, watch the game. 6 feet tall guy instead of Emmanuel Rodriguez, because Rodriguez is 20 years old. Be potential. Let him work on it. Meanwhile, let's let Celestiano, who's 24 years old, see potential, get a chance up here. And over here, Kepler is injured as well. Kepler's out for about 1 or 2 months with a torn groin. So Kyle Garlick could take that chance. A 31-year-old. Not really much to lose, especially when we have that much players in the outfield that could eventually just go there. Yeah, I know I saw that too. 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Matt Wallner. Maybe Matt Wallner gets a chance. But either way, that's the Twins. 7-9. They're going to go up against the Red Sox and the Nationals. So who knows where the Red Sox are? Maybe they actually are good now again, and they're finding a way to turn it on. So this could be a tough series for Minnesota. But then you have Washington, who's also 5-11. Washington, what? But then you get New York and Kansas City. So it's gonna be a fun time for the Twins. We'll see where they are, what kind of team they truly are. The Orioles, on the other hand, I don't know where to go with this. Salvador Perez, one of the better players, is struggling. 51 at bats. He's got 2 home runs and 2 RBIs, but you need to get better than that. I think it starts with their pitching. Again, like I said, I'm not making major moves, major changes yet, because you can't just yet in the first month. Brady Singer, who is the star of pitcher for the squad right now. 26 innings, 21 strikeouts, but his ERA is kind of not where he wants it to be, but not totally his fault. He's got a 1-2 record. Granke is also there. Granke, the elder pitcher, but he's there to teach. He's there to show Singer some ways. Jordan Lyle's also there. Keller. Again, the pitching staff has not been great for this squad. This is one of their better pitcher prospects right here and Asa Lacey, who's 23 years old, but a B rating, a B potential with 68. So he's still learning, but we'll let him keep cooking still down below. But maybe moves will be changed again. I mean, that average is not great. Only done 5 innings pitched. So again, until we get more of a sample size, we'll move around. But the Orioles, not great. Chapman right now. There he is. No, he's not the save for the team. But he's just there to hold really the squad. But 35-year-old Chapman ready to go. Coleman, 8 pitches, 8 innings. We'll see where they're at again when we come back. Scott Barlow, who supposedly, I guess, the closer for the squad. Maybe we'll do this for the squad. Maybe we'll do a change here at the pitcher rotation and give Chapman the chance to be here and Barlow here. We're going to do that. We're going to just switch that around. Okay. Barlow will be changed. Chapman will take that spot. Okay, now catchers here. MJ Melendez is the backup to Salvador Perez. Salvador Perez is a beast at hitting, as you can see. This man can hit it. But Melendez is the future of this squad. He is the future. He has 1 home run. And he's got an average of 308. I want to take a look so far right now and see if maybe we start to give him a little bit more reps and maybe we move Mr. Perez into a DH role or a first baseman spot, something like that. I know if it's Vinny Pescatino, and I know he's good at first base too. Maybe we start to maybe move him into third base, our star's catch, our young future star. He could play left and right field too, but I mean, anything's possible. I feel like we should make moves here to try to give him more at bats. I want to give him more at bats, to be honest. I'm gonna do this. Drew Walters is my center field, right? He's got to see potential. He's got to be potential. He could play center. We're going to put Edward at center field. He's not having a good start neither. But we're going to give MJ Melendez a chance at left field. He'll have those games. That way we can keep Salvador, I guess, here. And now we're going to play with DHs here. Let's see. Nick Eden's also, he's not having a good start neither. So we're going to give him a chance in right field. MJ Melendez. We're going to give him a chance to play a little bit more and see what he can bring to the squad. And I hope he can do something in that second role. So we'll see. We'll have him get more because he is the future star for the squad. With that AA, and he's a 73-24 so far. So we're going to give MJ Melendez more chances here. Since he'll be behind Salvador Perez. And I still want to get Perez on the squad still to get more power. He could be a trade bait object. He could be something that we trade, but he's still got a lot of years on the squad. First baseman for the Royals now. Pescatino is still doing well. Don't need to take him out, 25-year-old. You got Nick Prado, who's also a B potential. He's only got a 15 at bat, so not much yet. We'll keep letting him get more. But you got a guy like Logan Porter in the minors right now who's cooking up a storm. He's got a deep potential, but he's finding ways to score runs and RBI. So we'll see where he's at next week and what we should move him up. Michael Messi, 25-year-old with the C potential. I don't really like. I mean, I think maybe we could move up Duffy, who's a veteran, and he has played for the Royals. This is his first year as a Royal, but he's played for other major league squads. And yes, Michael Massey is a younger guy, and he's got better potential. But right now, it's not working for him. I'll give him another week. Maybe that's when Matt Duffy steps up and we take the veteran into the show and let Michael Massey get his confidence back and get better at AAA. Hunter Dozier, not really a long-term solution for the squad. He's got 2 more years here, but Hunter Dozier has been loyal to this squad. As you can see, that's where he's played most of his career here on the squad. Nicky Lopez, we got good potential, good everything. So he looks like he will be the backup to him, but also got a guy like Caden Wallace who's got a good potential, but not doing anything in the minor leagues to be like, wow. And Jimmy Govern. But yeah, right now I'm not really excited about what they have here. Maybe we give Nicky Lopez some more chances over Dozier. But Dozier it's just that he's been with the squad for a while. How do you want to treat that situation? I'm going to give Nicky a chance against left-handers. Nicky Lopez, who is a left-hander, we'll give him a chance to. We'll give him the right-handers. Nicky Lopez, we're going to switch him in. Nicky and Hunter for that one. Give Nicky more chances. We'll give the younger guys some more chances. See what they can do. Bobby Witt Jr., who's their A guy. This guy's not going anywhere. He's 3 home runs, 5 RAs. He's doing really well with the squad. Miguel Garcia, the backup shortstop. He's learning. Edward Olivares, we did switch him into a couple. He's not having a good start either. He's not having a good start. You have their backup guy, who is Kyle Isbell, who's got to be potential, 26-year-old. He's having 7 RBIs, but his average is not great. Ramil Reyes, also not doing great. Center fielder Drew Waters, 47 at bats. I think we did take him out of the role he's in right now, so he could be soon sent down, and we could give Gavin Cross a chance if he could step up his numbers in Double A. And Nick Eden also not having great. Jackie Bradley Jr. is down below. 32-year-old, again, another veteran who we could bring up. So who knows? If Eden can't switch it around, he got 2 home runs and 5 RBIs, but it's not that average. It's not helping out. They are right now currently a 4-12 team, so it wouldn't even hurt if we brought in Jackie Bradley Jr. or anything like that. So it's not gonna hurt, and they're gonna have themselves quite the challenge up next with the Rangers and the Angels coming to town. The Angels they're going to face the Angels in Anaheim, and they're gonna have the Rangers coming to town. I mean, they are on a 6-game losing streak right now. So not great. Not a great look for them. Detroit. Tell me about Detroit. I'll tell you about Detroit so far. Doing better than I thought they would be doing. 8-7, second place in the AL Central. We did bring in Tariq Skubal, who did get his first one, but this is the second game that he's pitched. So it's not great. I think his first game he only went like 1 inning or 2 innings. So far, he is the best overall player on their squad. So there you go. See, here he is. 10 innings pitched, 8 hits around, 6 runs, 1 home run allowed. So his second game, he got more of the nerves out of him, and now he's back to lead this squad. Michael Lorenzen, again, this is not the pitching squad we want the Tigers to have, but Spencer Turnbull's there. He's doing well, 2.6 ERA. But the walks are a lot of walks. Casey Mintz, who's the next guy I think we're going to eventually hope to see up here. Great potential in A. He's got numbers looking well. Could soon come up. I just want to see a better ERA from him in the minors. Matthew Boyd doing very well there as well with a 1.8 ERA. Joey Wentz. This is not a terrible squad. They have good pitching. I think that's what's helped them out so far. And we have younger pitchers as well waiting to come back up. Matt Wisler from the Tampa Bay Rays. He's pitching okay in the minors. I would expect better numbers. But right now he's only had 1 inning pitch. That's why I'm not taking out Jose Cineros yet. He's only pitched 1.1 innings. Jose Alvarez hasn't even pitched yet this season. Because the starters have been good. Jason Foley, 2 innings pitched so far. Come on. Will Vest, like I said, not really much there. Closers. Trevor Rosenthal, the 32-year-old, should be the closer of this squad, but I got Alex Lang so far, 5 saves. 27-year-old. I don't think we need to make any moves there because he's getting saves. He's getting strikeouts, strikeout per inning pretty much if you look at that number. Eric back here now, the catcher rule. I did think about Dylan Dillinger right now for the squad. Jake Rogers. None of these two guys are. Jake Rogers probably needs to get more playing time over Haas. He's good. He's a good player, but he's not. Only 1 RBI so far, but it's still early on. But Jake Rogers has been showing that he can find ways to get on base. So we're gonna forget of him. We're gonna give him a chance to take up this spot here. Jake Rogers. We're gonna switch him here. We're gonna give Rogers a chance to get into it. Okay. And then what's his name? Dillinger so far. I want to move him over yet. Not yet. I'm going to give him a little bit more reps in Double-A before we move him up. Miguel Cabrera, he's right now. He's about to leave the squad. You have Spencer Torkelson, who's back there, who could Just want to see a better average from him in the AAA system. Jonathan Scoop, who's 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, 295. A surprising season for the kid. So he's having a good start. So surprising season so far. There's no reason to bring up Jace Young yet. Jace Young, I want to see more at bats from him. For him down there, and then Ryan Keedler as well. He's not having a great number wise, but he's one of our best third basemen. And we can always just give other players that we have in the minors chances as well too if we don't want to keep them there. Yeah, nothing too crazy. And then you have Javier Baez, who's having a good year so far. 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. Ken Robertson, who is a 22-year-old with a. Oh yeah, we signed him. I think we just got him from the free agency, so I'm gonna bring him up to AAA. And I'm gonna Zach Short is a shortstop who's doing pretty damn well for our squad, but I want better numbers from him, like stats wise. So we'll see what we can move around here. Akil Badu, number 60, 3 home runs, 4 RBIs. Yeah, he's doing well. We're not gonna touch that. He's gonna be great. Tyler Nevin. Probably wanted to be better than that. Someone sent him a message here, but I just tell him, hey, you're going to be sent down to AA. I'm going to add a AA roster right now. Luis Garcia and Brendan Davis. Brendan Davis hasn't played enough. Luis Garcia has done well, so we're not making moves there yet. Matt Freeling, 226. These guys are finding ways to get on it, but I think this is where we're going to make the change. We're going to give Green more chances than Vrayling now. 50 at bats, yes, not a big sample size, but I want to give Vrayling more chances because... Not Vrayling, sorry. Was it Vrayling? No, not him. I want to give... was it Riley Green or was it... No, I brought McKinstry up as well. But I don't think it's him. Who do I want to give a chance? Austin Meadows. Jonathan Scoop. Akil Badu has spots. Who the hell is I about to bring up right now? Oh my god, that's crazy. I forgot his name. Riley Green. I want to give Riley Green more chances. He's the potential better overall. And give Riley Green more chances up here. Let's see what he could do now. He's a DH in that spot. No, I'm going to still keep Vrayling on and give him a chance. So he's still not terrible, but I'm going to give more at-bats to Riley Green. Kerry Carpenter, Austin Meadows, doing well with 2 home runs. They're getting average, and Meadows has got a 3.26 average. Sorry, a 0.326 average. And then Zach McKinstry, again, 5 RBI so far, 308 average. He's only played 3 games, 13 at-bats, so he's probably good where he's at right now, and if he continues to play like this, we'll maybe make moves for him. And he's not playing well worth it back down to AA. Okay, so they're good. It's not a terrible. They have 1 game over the 500 mark, so they're doing well. Holy shit! It's almost an hour into this video. We're barely on the Guardians. Damn. All right, let's go here. Maybe we'll do this into a 2-part where the other part will be the American. One part will be American League. The other part will be National League. Jose Ramirez. The Guardians. I don't have to make any moves with the Guardians, do I? Now they are 7-9. This is not where they want to be. They're better than this, and their pitching shows it too. Shane Bieber. Well, let's look at their previous game that they've had so far. They played the Washington Nationals, which they were supposed to win, but they got swept by the Nationals. They are on a 4-game losing streak, and they have not since playing Seattle. They've lost a lot more games, so they got to turn it around here or make some moves here. Don't know what it is. I think I've made a couple switches here and there for them already. Made some trades here. Daniel Espino moved him up, and we'll see what he does. He's already played in the AA, on the AA team, and he's done well there. Gavin Williams, I want to see him, but before I can move him up, moved him up at Tukito-san, who's played for the Angels before, and not nothing crazy to write about, but we'll see. I moved him up, and I want to see what he does for this squad. I could have moved out Daniel Espino, but I wanted to give Espino more chances to get better and move his numbers up. Well, Toussaint's already been in the majors before. He's got a C rating. Don't want to go there yet. Tanner Beebe, another star. Look at him. He's getting good, too. Let's see here. James Kranich. Again, I don't think this team needs much movements. Maybe, I don't think I need to make much movements. I I think it's just they had a couple rough games, and that's it. I think that's all it was, and they'll find their way around it. They're a good squad. Mike Zunino, who's got 26 at-bats. He's getting on base, but you got Bo Naylor, who's the guy for the squad. He's going to be here. He's the guy. Josh Bell's has 8 fucking home runs, 19 RBIs. He's doing well. He's doing fine. And Josh Naylor right behind him with 3 home runs, 8 RBIs. This is fine. Like, I don't think I need to make much movements here. Jose Ramirez, 5 home runs, 10 RBIs. Again, I think they just need to wait and see what happens. Ahmed Rosario, potential's an A. I don't know if you can give up on it so easy. Especially when maybe Gabriel Arias is the backup and he is at least doing something well down there. And his numbers are nothing like the guy I'm trying to replace him with. So, not yet. Steven Kwan, for getting RBIs, getting runs, he's averaging well. So not the move. So there's nothing I think we have to really move on this squad. Maybe Valera. Got to be potential, 22-year-old. The 1 home run, 2 RBIs. But we'll see. Oscar Gonzalez needs to get better average as well. He's got a big potential. They got good potentials, but they're not doing so well yet. And that's what we're going to go with there for the Guardians. And I don't think much moves need to be made yet for the squad. We're going to look at the pitching rotation. Shane Bieber, McKenzie, Quantrill, Savali, and Plezak. And we're going to have to St. there ready to go, ready to do anything he needs to do for the squad. The closer is Emmanuel Class, who's got 3 saves so far. Class A. Okay, so we're good there with the squad. We're going to move next to the White Sox. Another team that's been excelling, so I don't think much movement needs to be done. In real life, I know they're not this good. In real life, they're not having this good of a season, but here they're finding their ways. They're getting there. They're getting it done. And I think it's, I don't know if it's the pitching. There's a couple good pitchers here. And then you have Kopech, who's got a 5.4 ERA. You got Giolito, Clevenger as well. It's not amazing, but we'll maybe have to see. If they keep winning, there's nothing you could do about it. If you keep winning, obviously there's something going right. So I'm not really making any changes to this squad yet. I mean, Zavala, letting him keep going at it. Andrew Vaughn, yeah, he's got a 1.84 average, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, but he's their highest rated prospect. Elvis Andrews, Hanser Alberto. Oh, he is the former Dodger. He is the former Dodger who was crazy and fun and had all that energy in him. That is him. So he's playing second base there, winning 17 at-bats so far. I mean, I don't think he needs to take any more. I mean, he does play first and third. But we're not going to take those slots away from our A prospect or Moncada. Moncada is still big potential, and you have Jake Berger as well. Yeah, we'll see. Tim Anderson's there. They're not having great averages, but they're somehow winning games. So I'm not touched. Like I said, 4 home runs for fucking Luis Roberto Jr., the Cuban prospect. Fucking hell. Gavin Sheets, 2 home runs. I'm not making any changes with the squad. The squad's fine. They're gonna get a tough. They're gonna get Philly up next in 8-8, and then they get Tampa Bay, and they get Toronto and Tampa Bay again. So they're about to get tested right now. They're gonna get tested. Yeah, they swept the Orioles, who are a very good team, and they started off that series as a 9-4 team, and Chicago swept, so they moved to 12-4. So again, it's gonna get tough. So we're going to move to the Blue Jays now, who, again, are 10-6. They're good. They're fine as well, too. Houston, New York, and the Whites. Houston and New York are coming up for them. They're going to be making road trips over there. I think they're fine. I don't think I need to make moves. Jose Berrios, yeah, he's got a straight oblique, so right now he's down. But you got IU down below, dominating, so maybe he gets a call up soon. But I don't think I need to make moves with the squad. They are finding ways to get it done. So no moves. The closer role is 2 blown saves already for Romano. But he's got 5 saves. It's just I gotta see where it goes there. I'm not making that move yet. Right here, catcher role. None of them. Jansen's been doing well. 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. He's filling in for the power that Kirk's not bringing in. But Kirk's still the star. Guerrero Jr. He'll turn it on more with home runs. Watch, he will. Brandon Belt's back there right behind him with 3 home runs, 8 RBIs. With Merrifield. These guys, this is still a fine team. I don't think I need to make moves. BGO, give him more at bats before we make any big moves with him. And then, I mean, it's not bad. Again, this is another team I don't think I need to make much moves. 4 home runs, 11 RBIs for Bo Bichetti. Varsho, I mean, he's an 80 overall. I think he'll find it eventually. And I think Kevin Killmeyer is doing well as well, 309 average. He's finding a way to get on base. We have Winton Bernard, he's 32 years old, but he is a deep potential. But he's got 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, so who knows? And George Springer, again, 5 home runs, 6 RBIs. That average is not great, but 5 home runs, we're fine. And we have Nathan Lukes in the back as well, learning 28-year-old, 600 average with 5 at bats. That's cool. But they're fine. The Blue Jays are 10-6 right now, and we'll see how they end the week. Now the Tampa Bay Rays, also 11-5, about to play Cincinnati, and then they play the White Sox, then they play the Astros, then they play the White Sox. So it's gonna get fun for them. And their pitching is their best pitcher's got a 4.7 ERA. That's their best pitcher, but overall. But then the rest is also kind of. I mean, Tyler Glass now not doing great, but Jeffrey Springs. The rest of the pitchers are. Yoni Chineros, neither. Okay, this is. I mean, I was about to brag about their pitching, but I mean, there's Patino, and they got Taj Bradley and down below. Oh, okay. How are these teams winning games? I don't know. They're not great there. Jason Adams already had 4 saves, but no blown saves. So, I mean, I want to, but I mean, Gavin Clevenger's there as well. Maybe we bring him up, but he's also he could. That's why I'm like. But again, these guys haven't had too many innings pitched, so I want to see more from them before I make that kind of move. I made some moves like that have not been that have justified it, but with the Rays, it's different. Every team is a little different. Bensacourt, 42 at bats. Mieja is the backup guy, and he's got a better average. He's got a better vision, but it's like maybe we give him more. We'll see where Bensacourt comes off this week. Let's see how he comes out of it. Harold Ramirez, the first baseman here, but I know they share different spots. They give different people different spots. Kyle Manazaro. Brandon Lowe, 2 home runs. He's doing well. See, you got guys back here that can come up and step up, like Vito Brujan. Can also come in. He can third base, shortstop, left field, center. He can go anywhere into this lineup. So maybe he'll come up soon as well. Yandy Diaz, 31-year-old. You got Curtis Mead back there, who I did give him more chances to give him more chances. I put him in the lineup more. He's an A overall rating in 8 games, 27 at bats, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs. He's got more chances to play. Isaac Partis, another guy. Partis is another guy. Yandy Diaz. Down shortstop Wander Franco. Keeping him. That's my shortstop on my fantasy team. Randy Arozarena. I got it. I told you I was gonna get Arozarena, right? Arozarena. Got himself a nice little year so far. 3 home runs. You got Nico Hulsier as well. Someone else could come up soon too. Jose Siri, but again, I think Jose Siri not having a good start, but I feel like eventually he will find it. He's a good fielder. I think he will come around. Josh Lowe. He's there. Nano Margot is also good. Again, they're winning games. I don't want to make any moves or any changes. Luke Riley. I don't want to make changes on the squad yet. We'll see how this week goes. They're 11-5, and from the looks of it, their last series, they didn't beat Toronto, but they swept the Red Sox by a lot, and they beat Oakland. Yes, now their challenges have not been tough. I mean, we got Washington, Oakland, and Boston who are struggling, but now it's going to get, I think, to the nitty-gritty. When you take a team like Cincinnati on, who's 9-7, I think it could be interesting. Let's go to the Yankees, everybody's favorite team, the Yankees. 9-7 so far. Their last series, they won. They tied the series with Minnesota. They beat Cleveland in that series. They lost to the Baltimore Orioles, and they beat the Philadelphia Phillies. Now they're about to play the Angels, waiting on that one, and they play Toronto. So this will be a big week for them to play 2 teams with already 10 wins already. But again, these are teams that are possibly in their range. And with a squad like this, a starting pitching squad right now is still fine. Carlos Rodon got his first loss the other game, but he still has 29 strikeouts. Garrett Cole, 18 strikeouts. You got Luis Severino. It could be better. Nestor Cortez, 19 strikeouts, 3.95 ERA. Again, this team still has it. And Clark Schmidt, 18 innings. This is not nothing to change yet about the squad. Emil Herman, Frankie Montas. They have pitchers in the minors that might look good, like Luis Gil. He could come up around sometime. Michael King, who a lot of people say should be the closer for the squad, and he's got 1 save so far. While Clay Holmes has 3 saves, and he has the same ERA. So they're good. They're good in pitching. I think they're now this pitching squad has some things here, like these 2 guys here, that might need to get better. But yeah, Tommy Cannell went to the Dodgers last year, and they came back to the Yankees. He hasn't pitched too much down there, but maybe an injury happens or Wandy Peralta can't step it up. As Lou Torino is there. Again, not making much moves yet. Higashikawa, who's rated overall better than Trevino, but Jose Trevino is doing better than him on those at-bats. So we're not making moves yet. Anthony Rizzo, and then you have a player like Chad Bell down here who's a D overall, a D potential, but he's getting hits. But Rizzo is Rizzo. You're not taking Rizzo out. Torres, you're not taking Torres out for Defoe. Defoe 3 home runs, 8 RBIs though. I'm just saying Torres is still good. But you have Wilmer Defoe, who's also doing well down there. Okay, let's look down here. DJ LeMahieu doing okay. 1 home run, 4 RBIs. Josh Donaldson. I like Josh Donaldson, but he's not the same Josh Donaldson that we used to like and love. 133 average right now with an RBI. What's his contract look like? This is his last year, $23 million. Tyler Hardman. I love the name Hardman. That's a great name. 23-year-old, 1 home run, 6 RBIs, 412 average. Maybe we let him get promoted to AAA. And we'll go from there. James Nelson also doing well, but I think he'll stay down there. Anthony Volpe, who's the Yankees' top prospect, I guess, or he's like the shit. Right now, still behind these guys. I don't think I want to take out Osvaldo Peraza or Kenner. Because he's doing well, too. 2 home runs. He's doing well here in this game. So Volpe can still continue to be in the AAA and keep getting better numbers. Let me see who I can move down. Hold on. I want to see if I can move somebody up here. Westbrook can probably go down to AA. All right, here we go. Left fielders. Cabrera, still doing well. Aaron Hicks, I know this is the Yankees' biggest $10 million each year. $10 million. I know a lot of Yankee fans don't want him anymore. So let's see let's see if we were to trade him, what we could get. Let's see. Aaron Hicks. Let's see. What can the Yankees get for Aaron Hicks? Suggest trades. The Yankees can get Brandon Young from them. Oh, a couple of prospects. Hernandez. A couple of prospects again. Taylor Watts again. I think we trade him over to like here, like somewhere that needs it. I like CD prospects, nothing crazy. But we get rid of Hicks. But Hicks is still good, I guess, in the game. He's still fine. He got 18 at bats, so he hasn't had too much. But again, he's okay. Harrison Bader, 3 RBIs, 4 steals. You have Jason Dominguez in the down low, who's down low in the double A, doing well. He's a rising star, but we're gonna keep giving him more time to develop and get better. Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton don't need to change that. 5 home runs, 14 RBIs, 6 home runs, 15 RBIs. There's a reason why they're doing well with those 2 guys. And then that's that squad there. They're 9-7, about to go into a series against the Angels in Toronto. Okay. We have 2 more teams before we close this video out because this will be just the AL, since if I do the NL, we might be here for another hour. So we'll do that in another video. So let's see what this is going to be. This is going to be the Red Sox, the Yankees rivals. We're 5-11, but they found a way to turn it around against the Angels. Yes, we've already made some changes on this squad, and we've made some moves. I just want to take a look at some things here. Okay, let's see. Chris Sale. Tanner Houck. Tanner Houck, again, someone who I think is good, but not showing it yet, so there's no need to move. Whitlock also has good potential and overall, so again, you're not really going into, you can't really replace it yet. Crawford is doing well in AAA, 17 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, so someone we might actually call up to see what he could do. Relief pitcher. Richard, he's only had one inning pitch, so you can't really bring that. Ryan Brazier. Okay, see. I mean, Jensen, we moved him into the closer role, I think, now, right? I think we moved him into the closer role because I want to see him as a closer. I think it was it Schreiber? He had 2 saves, but he had a blown save already. Yeah, Martin's the hold. Okay, cool. I figured. Okay, so that's the day we went there. Jorge Alfaro, a guy I thought would be doing a lot better. But McGuire's still doing well. But I want to see what Alfaro can bring to the squad. 7 games, 26 at-bats. We'll keep letting him go. But he strikes out a lot. McGuire's only struck out 5 times. McGuire's still probably the better bet at catcher. Caleb Hamilton down below. Maybe someone we bring him up with more at-bats. And Connor Wong, too. All right, now here we go. Tristan Casas freaking got 3 home runs, 7 RBIs with 1.9. But that average is so bad. Why would we want to call him up right now when we have Bobby Dalbec is not doing better average, but he's at least, I don't know. I kind of feel like bringing up Tristan, but the power that Dalbec has, no. Trevor Story, he's struggling right now, and it hurts to me to see that one because I like this player. But Trevor Story right now is struggling. Got an 83 overall average right now, 1 RBI, 1 steal. You got Christian Arroyo, who's there, doing well, getting on base, 56 at-bats. So he's doing well. And Rob Refsnyder as well, another good guy that you could just put anywhere around in the field, and he'll do fine. So we'll see what happens there. But Trevor Story definitely not having the season I thought he would start having. Rafael Devers, yeah, it says he's cold, but the man hitting 5 home runs, 13 RBIs. Come on now. The show, he's fine. Turner, 3 runs, 1 home run. He's getting on base too, so they're finding ways. Alberto Mondesi brought him up. Want to see what he could do. And so far, he's not disappointing me with those 6 at-bats. Hopefully, he gets some more chances, but again, we'll see what happens. Yoshida, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs. Verdugo, I know he's going to get better, so don't worry about that one. And Tapia, got in 4 games, 8 at-bats. Enrique Hernandez right now, he's just got a strained tricep. Out 1 of 6 days, but it's fine. He's doing okay. He's doing pretty okay, but above 300 average. And Adam Duvall has still not panned out yet. I did take away some of his games, but 1.67 average. I'm going to keep him here still because he has his last year with the squad. Maybe we can make a trade. Maybe he just needs to change the scenery. Maybe that's what he needs. I want to see what we would be able to get for him. We wouldn't trade him there. We'd probably trade him somewhere over here. I mean, it's not a bad prospect, 64. He's a catcher. We do need catchers. See, there's moves that can be made out there. We can get things for this team. All right, so that's the Red Sox, and they're about to get themselves. They're looking to sweep the Angels to go to 6-11, and then they get the Twins and the Brewers. So if they can continue their ways, anything's possible. They can still make a comeback to 500 early in the season. All right, so let's go to the Orioles, who they started off very well. In the last game, yeah, they got swept, but I still think that they have potential. Yes, they played Oakland. They beat the Yankees in the series. They beat Texas in their series, and they beat Boston in their series. They just got swept by the White Sox, but they're about to play 2 games against the Washington Nationals, and then they play Detroit, another good young squad. Their pitching, I think, it's been fine. Hasn't been the best anymore, but it's been fine. You got John Means, 2.5. You got Grayson Rodriguez, 26 strikeouts in 26 innings. This kid is a high prospect for a reason, so he's doing well. Kyle Gibson also doing well. And again, their pitching staff, I think, so far is doing well. I don't think there are much moves. Maybe a guy like Brian Baker, he still has time to bring down his ERA. 1 inning pitch. 12 innings. He's doing okay. 8 strikeouts. Felix Bautista has 4 saves so far. Michael Givens has a blown save in his repertoire right now, but he's only pitched 1.2 innings. But Felix Bautista is the closer for this team. Again, we have James McCann, but I did get Luis Torrens, who's been playing for the Cubs this year. 3 strikeouts. He hasn't been doing well so for the Cubs, but he's at least just going to go back down. James McCann plays backup still. He's .324 average, but not look at Adley Rutschman. Come on, that's good average. Mountcastle, getting home runs, getting RBIs. Adam Frazier, Terran Vavra. Also, he should probably get more, but Adam Frazier's doing well, so there's no purpose yet to sit Adam Frazier yet, especially when he's got 10 runs, a home run, 7 RBIs, and then that average is good. We'll keep letting Vavra look and stare at what's going on. Gunnar Henderson, he's an A prospect. He's got a 286 average and he's on a cold streak. Come on. Ramon Urias, also good guy to have there. We have Westbrook there. We're high on apparently because it'd be average, so we're high on him. So we're good there. Jackson Holiday, who is apparently one of the best prospects in Double-A right now. Well, in all of baseball apparently, Jackson Holiday is. Son of Matt Holiday. So far, 4 at bats in Double-A and 1 run, 0. So we'll see where he comes up, but not yet. We're not making any moves yet with him. Joseph Ortiz at Triple-A, making some good moves. Mateo better watch himself. Yeah, I know he's got 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, and 7 runs. So he's keeping himself up there somehow. Austin Hayes, 3 home runs on RBIs. He'll be fine too. Cedric Mullins, the star of the squad. I don't care if he's got cold 3. He's not going nowhere. He's staying on the squad. Colton Cowser as well. With an A rating. Let him keep getting better. That's how I say it. Ryan McKenna. The average isn't great, but it's 11 at bats. And Kyle Stowers, he's got 17 at bats, and look at that, he's doing well. So again, this team is finding ways. There's nothing to mess around with them yet. No need to mess anything around. The pitching rotation is still good. Michael Kivens is the setup man, and Felix Ortiz is the closer. So we're fine here. We're fine. And with that, we're going to close out this hour in 17-minute video. It's been a long journey, but that was the AL, and we'll get to the NL in the next video. This is your boy Ricky, and I'm out.